Hi guys, Andy here, and in this lesson we're checking out the guitar that is gonna be my new kind of go-to guitar for all my videos. This is the Neptune Cutaway Electro by Faith Guitars. They were kind enough to send me one after I went down and kind of checked out the entire range, and I totally fell in love with this guitar. I think it's absolutely amazing, and Faith are in no way paying me or sponsoring me to say that, but they were good enough to supply me with the guitar. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, rather than kind of doing a full kind of specification on this guitar, you'll be able to find that online, and there's links in the description of exactly what woods it is and things like that. I wanted to talk a little bit about the things that I do love about this guitar, but also how you can know which guitar is right for you, especially when you might be paying a little bit over the odds. This is a premium level guitar. This is not, a guitar that I would recommend as your first guitar for anyone really, because, when you don't know if it's for you, that's maybe not the thing to go for. But when you're committed to knowing that you're going to be playing guitar for the rest of your life, it is a worthy investment to spend a bit of money and invest in the instrument, not least because it sounds better and everything can be easier to play when your guitar is set up well and you've got a fine instrument. So one of the biggest mistakes I feel people make is reading specifications and things online and seeing photographs and seeing their favorite guitar heroes maybe play guitar, even seeing someone like me playing guitar on YouTube and thinking, wow, that's amazing. And although that's a great way to check out some of the facts, and it's a great way to check out what's out there, there is absolutely no replacement for you yourself going into a guitar shop, seeing what they have available, and actually putting the guitar on your knee and playing it. I have too many private students that even after my kind of recommendation, because maybe they're just a little bit performance shy of playing in a guitar shop and thinking people won't think they're very good, they've bought guitars without having played them themselves. Maybe they got the guy in the shop to demo them, but they didn't go and play them themselves. And there are certain details that you just cannot get from even a video, but certainly not from photos. And I want to talk a little bit about that with this guitar as a demonstration. So there was definitely an instinct when I first saw this guitar, out of all the guitars that Faith had in their range and the other guitars that were in the shop when I saw this one, and that had a lot to do with kind of the shape and the color, but and the detail of the guitar. And as soon as I put it on my knee and kind of had a bit of a tune up, one of the first things I noticed was the Grover tuners on it are absolutely outstanding. Now, it sounds a weird thing to get kind of excited about the tuners on it, but I've heard a lot about Grover tuners in the past. I've tried guitars with Grover tuners, but I've never kind of owned one and got one home and had to play with it. And they're so smooth and stay in tune so well. That is a real bonus when I film a lot of videos and I play professionally. It cannot be understated how annoying it can be when this is a part of a guitar that isn't got right, because let's face it, that's the bit that you handle when you're not playing. It's the thing that really matters. If you're not in tune, that's one of the main things. As I say, the finish on it, the darker wood, I'm absolutely in love with. And this guitar actually came set up from the factory by a guy called Kieran. Thank you very much, Kieran. Did a fantastic job of setting it up higher up the neck. Everything stays in tune perfectly and just plays really well. It's a beautiful sounding guitar. I've actually started recording the backing tracks for my Improver Barcodes course, which is coming out this Christmas. So I've had the opportunity to record with this and plugging it in and using the microphone that I have here, and I just think the sound, the resonance of it, it kind of has somewhere between like kind of a 12-string sound to it, and the low end you know, it's almost got a kind of piano type quality because it's so deep. The body is very deep. It you know, will be a struggle for some people to kind of get their arm over it. I'm sure, you know, some beginners, but I love the bigger body guitars. I'm a big fan of kind of jumbo guitars. I kind of, it's a funny thing. I know the other one I went for is the Mini Nomad that is here. And I kind of like the bigger guitars and the smaller guitars, and the ones that are in the middle just kind of seem they feel a bit too standard to be different enough to want to own, I guess. And yeah, I think it's absolutely stunning. Mahogany, all solid wood all around, and the pickup and preamp is Shadow. I've had a Shadow pickup before. I've had a Shadow P4 in my first guitar, which I wasn't too crazy on, and this Shadow pickup is absolutely fantastic. I can't find any stat that says there's a microphone in this, which I've been kind of, I've read and heard and demoed myself, because my Yamahas both have a microphone inside and a pickup, and I liked the two sources kind of idea, but this one sounds really great, and often I'm going to have a microphone on it as well, so that doesn't really, it hasn't factored it as a negative for me. I think that's really super. So I'm going to play some things here for you to kind of demonstrate the sound and to have a bit of fun with it. But as I say, the experience that you'll hear, the sounds that you'll hear from record will have been processed somewhat because it's been recorded. So there's no substitute ever for not going into a shop and checking out the guitars that you're interested in yourself, and checking out a few dealerships, a few guitar shops, and seeing which guitar kind of speaks for you. A great test when you get to a more advanced, maybe, you know, intermediate to advanced level, when you're playing a guitar and you're thinking, is this guitar kind of for me? Because maybe you already own a few guitars. Is do you get that kind of wave of inspiration when you kind of play it? I know a few of my guitar heroes like Johnny Marr and Noel Gallagher, both the first time that they played one of their, what became to be their kind of guitar that they were known for playing, I think it was both the Gibson ES335 or something like that. They kind of ended up writing and coming up with something that was really, you know, superb, a classic riff or a classic song. And the thing that you heard me play at the start of the video, although I'm sure it won't be a classic, was straight away something that I haven't played before and just was kind of inspired to play, and I thought it sounded kind of nice. So that's a real key. Do you get inspired by playing the guitar and seeing it? Do you want to pick it up? These are great reasons for purchasing a guitar. Some people, it's true, fall into the trap of kind of all the gear, no idea, so maybe spend $1,000 or $2 on a guitar when they can't even play a couple of chords yet. It's not something that I recommend. As I say, I've never been a fan of my guitar costing more than my car, put it that way, and some guitars really can. And so yeah, it's a nice rule of thumb to stick within the budget that is reasonable for how long you've been playing guitar, but also knowing when to reward yourself and reward the time that you put into the instrument for stepping up a level and going to a guitar that you really, you know, is going to reward you over the rest of your life, the rest of your guitar playing years. So let me finish this video by just jamming a few things, and I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe if you do like this video, of course. Thank you very much for watching.